Hi guys, welcome to day 10 of Veda. We have made it 10 days in. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know in the comments down below if you are creating your own set of goals, your own list that you want to work towards, whatever age/number that may be. And if you already have one, I'd love to know how you're getting on and what some of the goals that you've achieved recently are. So today's video is in sort of similar lines to yesterday's, not in terms of what I have to do, but just in terms of the kind of overall area of my life, that is books. And this goal number 10, is to finish writing my book. Now, I've talked on YouTube before and all time about the fact that I have started writing a novel. I've actually started writing 2 novels and I have written the majority of one of them and about half of the other. So I started writing both of these books within about a year of each other. One of them I think would have been 2014 and the next one would have been 2015. We are now in 2018. I have not finished either of them and it is something that I really want to achieve. Even if these books, or this book, if I just focus on the one that I'm nearly finished with, never sees the light of day, not another soul in the entire world ever reads it, I just want to have that feeling of satisfaction to know that it's something that I have managed to do, it's something that I have managed to succeed in and tick off that kind of lifelong bucket list. Because I was such an avid reader when I was a child and books meant so much to me, I always kind of just assumed that I would write a book at some point. I wrote a lot when I was young, so when I was in primary school and high school, I wrote stories and the starts of novels and random chapters of novels all the time. It was something that I got so much enjoyment out of. I loved coming up with characters and scenarios and kind of trying to put that together in a way that I felt happy with, and that was something I did constantly. So when I finished my dissertation, or round about the time that I was writing my dissertation, I started one of these books and I got really far through it in quite a short period of time, and I was really excited because I felt like I was really on track to finish this book. I then hit a stumbling block with a point that I just was on a chapter that I just didn't quite know how to get through, so I ended up abandoning it for a while, and when I went back to it, I still didn't know what I wanted to do with that chapter, so I kind of just missed it out and carried on from after that. So at the point that I'm at now, I am about 70,000 words. I think I've written about 70,000 words, and I still have to fix the beginning because I don't like the opening chapter at all, so that needs to be fixed. I have a chapter in the middle that really needs to be done from scratch because I kind of still am not 100% sure that I'm happy with what I'm doing with it, and then I need to finish it and actually write the ending, because the ending, certain parts of the ending are going to depend on what I do with this other particular chapter. I think I'm pretty set on what it is that I want to do to end it, but just before I actually start writing that, I want to make sure that I'm happy with what I've done with this one other one. So I really don't have that much more of it to go, and every time I sit down to do it, I think I sort of freak myself out by going, oh, I'm not 100% happy with it. I think I'm a bit of a perfectionist in that way, and rather than just accepting that the editing process of these things probably usually takes longer than the actual writing of the first draft in itself, I want to be happy with what I'm writing, so I have been editing as I go. I keep going back over it, and rather than when I sit down at the computer to start writing this new chapter, I reread old chapters and edit them and make changes to them, which is fine. It, maybe means that when I go to kind of go over the whole thing, I'll have less that I want to change, but there are more important things to focus on, like actually finishing the first draft, and that is what I need to make myself do. I think also because I've been writing the 2 different things at the same time, I've had a bad habit of kind of jumping between them, and for a couple of months feeling really invested in one and then getting bored of it and then not writing anything for a couple of months, and when I go back to the other one. And that's really not helpful either, because it means that I'm not giving my full focus and attention to either of them. So that is why my 10th goal for my 30 before 30 is to finish at least one of these books, and I'm pretty sure I know which one it's going to be. Like I say, I don't really have massive I don't think I'm going to be showing this book to anyone. I don't think I'm going to be trying to get it published or anything. I just want to know for myself that it's something that I can achieve. I know people actually through friendship groups, through YouTube, through the online community, who have finished books and ended up getting them published, and it's that way where I'm looking at them thinking they've had the motivation to do it, I need to try and get the motivation to do it myself. So let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you have ever tried, or not even necessarily writing a book or a play or whatever, if there is a lifelong goal, something like that that has always meant a lot to you that you have just never quite found the motivation to finish. I sometimes think something that's been a lifelong goal like that is actually even harder than more of a spur of the moment thing because it means more to you. So let me know if you could relate to that. If you have written anything yourself and you have any tips on how to stay motivated and stay focused, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Even people who are very committed bloggers, let me know what your kind of structure or schedule for writing is. That would be really helpful. And once again, thank you so much for joining me. I'm really enjoying filming these videos and I hope that you guys are enjoying watching them. Thanks so much for tuning in again, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Bye.